What's going on, guys? JSkeleton here with Brandon for you guys today, coming at you with a little bit of NX and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild news. This news is pretty huge. You may have heard about it already, may not, but it's pretty big and has to do with the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild trademark. And it leaked a little bit of information. We seem to be getting a ton of information lately that comes from trademarks. And whether it's Nintendo based or other games or other platforms, trademarks seem to be where a lot of leaks are coming from, since trademarks are open to the public to go view on the official website. So this one I'm going to be putting the screenshot up real quick for you guys. So the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, it says, it was applied, it shows status date, filing date, blah, blah, blah. But under the description, goods and services, it says downloadable electronic game programs, downloadable electronic video game software, which would mean, you could buy it off the eShop digitally. It says, like electronic game programs, electronic game software. But then it says video game cartridges, and then it says video game discs, video game memory cards, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So what's very, very interesting is that if you look up any Wii U game that is not on 3DS, okay, if you look up Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U and 3DS, obviously it's going to say disc and cartridge. But if you look up any other Wii U game, it is not going to show, it's not going to list video game cartridges. It's just going to say video game discs. And that leads you to believe that, leads you to heavily speculate anyways, that the NX is going to be cartridge based. Now a lot of people have been kind of tossing that idea around for a while lately and things like that. But this trademark seems to give you that huge speculation, if you will. I don't even know if we should call it speculation, because it feels like it's almost guaranteed, but I don't want to say it is. That's Breath of the Wild on NX is going to be a cartridge. And now, unless for some weird reason it'd be on 3DS, which I highly doubt, then there's no other way to explain cartridges. And cartridges would make sense because if you guys don't know, PS4, Xbox One, the modern consoles right now, they use Blu-ray discs, and Blu-ray, you can only fit so much information, so much memory on that disc. Cartridges are much bigger. You can do a lot more with them. They can hold a lot more memory on such a small little device. I mean, you look at a little SD card. You can get a little tiny SD card that holds a ton of space, like a ton, and so you can do quite a bit with cartridges. And obviously Nintendo is known for cartridge-based games from the NES, Super NES, N64, and then obviously their handhelds. So it's not something that's foreign to them. I mean, they're still making cartridges for the 3DS. It's not something they've completely put away. They're still doing it with the 3DS. They're still doing it to this day. So to me, it would make sense. To me, it would make 100% sense that the NX would be cartridge based. And this trademark just kind of seems to heavily imply and make us reason, if you will, for lack of a better word, that the NX will be cartridge based. Now, if it is, which I'm almost positive it will be, I'm very, very certain. First of all, the first thing is that the NX, that could first of all point that the NX may be a lot more powerful than we think. It doesn't necessarily mean that, but it could be. The second thing that I would hope is that they're not going to be small like the 3DS ones, that they'd be, maybe not as big as the N64 ones, but something a fair size where you're not going to misplace them very easily, you know what I mean? The 3DS ones, obviously, it could be easy to misplace them. I mean, at least the 3DS size or bigger, but I personally would prefer some bigger, just so you're not able to misplace them. I mean, I don't know. That's pretty much the news for you guys. I mean, I just wanted to quickly stop by, let you guys know what was going on with all of that. But I'm stoked. I'm super excited. I really do hope it goes back to cartridge based for the NX. I think that'd be pretty awesome for home console. And I think personally there'd be a little bit of nostalgia in there for me, anyways, as someone who played the NES, Super NES, N64 back in the day, to have a home console, a home Nintendo console that is cartridge based, but it's modern. Obviously, it's a lot more powerful. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think this is any indication that it will be cartridge based? I think it's almost a given. But obviously, nothing is confirmed until it comes out of the mouths of the publishers, developers, companies themselves, in this case, Nintendo. So if any news comes out, any further news, I will let you guys know first thing on this channel. So make sure you guys keep it locked here. If you guys did enjoy the video, please smack the like button. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below again. And make sure you guys subscribe to the comment channel, all that awesome stuff. I'll catch you guys next time. And until then, game on.